Welcome to Old School RuneScape Market Pulse, Runecrafting Edition, July 20th, 2026. 7 runecrafting chains are profitable right now, and the spread between winners and losers is wider than usual. Here's what's driving it. Blood Rune leads the GP per hour board at 507,000 per hour for level 77 and above, with the rune selling at 345 GP. Wrath Rune is the best XP route, 12,000 XP per hour at level 95, and still clears 486,000 GP per hour at 325 GP per rune. Death Rune at 183 GP rounds out the high-level options with 268,000 GP per hour. For mid-levels, Nature Rune at 137 GP gives you 204,000 per hour from level 44, a solid entry point. Now the big mover story. Pure Essence has collapsed. Down 50% in the last 7 days and sitting at just 1 GP, its 17th percentile over the past year. That's essentially free input cost, which is exactly why GP per hour figures look so clean right now. Don't get too comfortable though. Seasonality shows Pure Essence typically recovers through August and October, so that tailwind on input costs is probably temporary. On the output side, Blood Rune is up 1% week over week and sits at the 98th percentile of its yearly range. Astral Rune is similarly elevated, up 7% on the week, at its 97th percentile, 44% above where it was a year ago. Cosmic Rune is also creeping up. Wrath Rune and Death Rune are both drifting lower despite still sitting at elevated percentiles. Watch those for continued softness. Zooming in on one chart, Pure Essence is near the cheap end of its own history, at the 17th percentile of every price it's ever traded at, and it's still sliding. The callout shows today's price, the daily move volume, and where it sits one to watch for a bounce. Seasonality backs the Blood Rune bull case. Its seasonal index points to a 4% tailwind over the next 2 months, with the historical peak landing in September. Body Rune has an even stronger seasonal setup, an 4% projected move into August and September. Death Rune, by contrast, has a flat to negative seasonal outlook through August, which aligns with its current falling price trend. 3 alerts worth flagging. Nature Rune, Blood Rune, and Astral Rune are all near the richest end of their historical ranges. That's not a reason to panic, but it does mean upside from here is compressed, and any negative catalyst hits harder. Bull case, Pure Essence stays near zero, keeping input costs suppressed while Blood and Astral Rune demand, likely driven by high-level PVM, keeps output prices elevated. That's a perfect margin environment for high-level rune crafters. Bear case, Pure Essence snaps back seasonally, trimming margins across the board. Blood and Astral Runes, already at 97th and 98th percentiles, have very little room to push higher and could correct sharply if crafting supply picks up. 3 live predictions to update you on. First, Wrath Rune holds above 340 GP through August 14th. It's currently at 331 GP and falling, so this one is already under pressure. Second, Blood Rune above 350 GP by August 31st, currently at 345, up 8% on the week with seasonal tailwinds. This is the closest to resolution. Third, Death Rune falls to 170 GP or below by August 31st, at 183 GP and drifting down with flat seasonality. The trend is moving the right way, but slowly. Scorecard, no resolved calls yet, all 3 are still pending. We'll check back as the dates approach. That's your Runecrafting Pulse for July 20th. Like and subscribe if the data helps. See you tomorrow.